Hey guys, Chaps here, and welcome back to another Gears of War 4 Horde Guide. Today we'll be taking a look at the skill cards for the last class in the list, the Soldier. The Soldier has 12 class-specific skills that are mostly focused around assault rifles and grenades. As always, I'm going to start out by evaluating the 5 general use cards. Once again, I usually don't plan on using any of these. You're not buying stuff, so you don't need the health or cost cards, you're probably not carrying stuff, and executions aren't worth it. As with most cases, this filters just down to Team Revive. I'd say 9 times out of 10 I won't use this card. Occasionally I'll put it on for a special case scenario, but I'll pass most of the time. The Soldier is a very generalist class, meaning it doesn't have one area that it really excels in out of the gate. For that reason, this class really relies on cards to give it any viability. So because of this, I usually want as many cards as possible on, so I just can't sacrifice a slot for something like Team Revive. To kick off the Soldier specific cards, we'll take a look at the green assault rifle cards. There's active boost, rifle capacity, and rifle damage. Besides the turret, a Soldier with these cards on is capable of the strongest steady stream of damage in the game. Rifle damage is a no-brainer, and I always use it. You'll be burning through a lot of ammo probably, so capacity card is excellent to have as it doubles the reserve ammo. I'd say I use this a majority of the time, but there's a rare occasion where I'll trade it out for something else. The same goes for active boost. This greatly increases the bonuses associated with active reloads, which hopefully you're hitting most of the time. This won't increase your damage output nearly as much as the standard assault rifle damage card, but it's still very powerful. I try to use this whenever I can, but it doesn't always make the cut. Up next is cover boost, which I really overlooked when the game first came out. I still don't think this card is really that great, but besides a couple of scout skills, this is the best protective skill in the game. I would only opt for this card in 2 situations. Either A, you're doing a no-death run and need to be overly cautious, or B, you just keep seeming to die and need an extra health boost. In either situation, I'd say these can be overcome in other ways, and this isn't really worth the slot. I'd rather get the extra damage output, personally. I just wanted to take a minute here to reiterate some testing we did in our original guides. There was a rumor going around that health boost card was actually affecting you when you were on a turret. This is completely false, but I see where people got the idea. I did some testing back then, and here were the results. On Hardcore Wave 7, I let swarm drones shoot their hammerburst at me. When they killed me, I could see how much damage was done over how many shots. While standing in the open, each shot took away 8.3% of my health. When in cover, each shot took away 3 to 4% of my health, just as we would have guessed. When I got on a turret, they took away just over 5% of my health. This is where people got confused. You can clearly see that when I'm on a turret, I'm taking less damage per shot. However, next my non-soldier friends got on the turret, and guess what? Each shot also did just over 5% damage. So there you have it. Yes, the turret does reduce incoming damage, but it does not activate the cover boost perk. The last 2 green cards to focus on for the Soldier are the other primary purpose of the Soldier, the grenades. Here we have grenade damage and grenade plants. I pretty much always run grenade damage. It's great in combination with some of the other grenade cards, but it's also really helpful to get you out of a tight situation. With grenade plants, I usually don't use this that much. Some speedrun strats rely heavily on grenade plants, in which case this is worth having. Some people also enjoy placing grenades in spawn locations in standard runs, and if that's your preference, this card will certainly help. I personally rarely plant grenades though, so this isn't really worth it to me. I'll discuss this a bit more in a Soldier strategy video coming out next week, so keep an eye out for that. The Soldier's blue cards further assist the grenade and assault rifle stats for the Soldier. The AR accuracy boost was newly added in Rise of the Horde and will make your assault rifle have laser-like precision if holding down the trigger. I like this concept, but in practice I don't see it being the best option. I'm generally not holding down the trigger constantly for that long, so I don't really get the full benefit. On top of that, I'd rather use one of the other cards available. The assault rifle magazine card will obviously increase the clip capacity, and with the Lancer, good god, it seems to last forever. This is great for maintaining DPS downrange without the constant need for breaks and reloads. This used to be a go-to card for me, but as of late I've been shifting my eyes elsewhere. I still think this is a great card, but not for every run. The last blue card is Grenade Capacity. Most people who are Soldier mains will like this card, especially if you're one of the people planting a lot of grenades. I personally don't use this though. I mean, it's great and I'll use it for some specialty runs, but for the most part, I pass. The reason here is that I rarely need more than 2 grenades at once. Besides, the next card on the list is far superior in my mind. Yup, it's time for Resupply, one of the epic cards introduced in Rise of the Horde. I have this maxed out, so I get 1 grenade every 15 seconds. This means that I can toss nades pretty much whenever needed, and not need to worry about having the capacity card on to help stock up on reserve. I'll also take the time to mention that this card works on a continuous counter basis. So it's not like the grenade starts reloading, for lack of better words, right when you throw one, and you get one 15 seconds later. It's continuous, so it's like the wave spawns in many multiplayer modes. That means that 15 seconds will be the longest time between grenade refills, but if I'm maxed out and throw one, I could in theory get it replaced instantly, as you see in the video here. The next card on our list is Siphon, which for me is only level 2, and it's my lowest card. I see very little use for this card, besides speedrunners who get multiple kills with a single planted grenade. But at the same time, TC has always been combating speedruns, so that really begs the question, what was the point of this card? Do any of you use it for non-speedrun purposes? I don't even know most people who use it for speedruns. So, if so, let us know in the comments below. I'm interested. Maybe I'm just overlooking things. If you couldn't tell by now, this is one that I definitely pass on and do not recommend. This brings us to the last card, the Master of All Strikes, the Hammer of Dawn. Sadly, this received a ton of energy increases throughout the various patches, but it seems to be in a pretty good place now. This card serves two main purposes. One, you can deal a ton of damage to bosses, while simultaneously killing a bunch of smaller dudes, which makes boss waves an ideal place to use this. And the second place for the hammer is right as the wave begins. The hammer has some insane splash damage. By using it right at the beginning of the wave, it goes into the spawns, killing everyone there, and maintaining that blast, so often killing multiple waves of enemies. The only time I don't use this card is if we're on a map where it doesn't work, like Checkout, or we're doing a no fabricator run. So yeah, upgrade this to at least level 4 to 5, and use this in every soldier run you have. Of the 12 soldier skills, there's really only 3 that I avoid, meaning I have to choose 5 out of the remaining 8. This makes the soldier one of the most difficult classes to choose from, and it really depends on your personal preferences and playstyle. So what do I use? Well, let's start by assuming we're not using the Hammer of Dawn. I always go with assault rifle damage, assault capacity, and grenade damage. Now we'll split this into grenade-centric and assault rifle-centric runs. For assault rifle runs, I'll add on active boost, and I'll top that off with assault rifle magazine or resupply, depending on how often I plan to use grenades. Down the grenade path, I'll add resupply, and then I'll probably top it off with grenade capacity. Occasionally I'll also take off assault rifle capacity to bring in grenade plants. Now on the other hand, if we want hammers, I'd say either remove magazine size or grenade plants, depending on the type of run you're doing. The soldier is such a basic class, and the skills really define how you play, so I'm curious, what do you guys do as a soldier? Let us know in the comments, what's your style, what do you use, do you think I got anything wrong here? And with that, I believe we've now covered every single skill card in the game. Be sure to check out the description below for the videos for the other classes, and don't forget to catch this time next week where I'll put out more detailed guide for the soldier class with some tips and strategies. Oh, and I mean, we have the other class guides coming out next week too, so yeah, watch those too. Thanks for watching everyone, and if you think we've earned it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll catch you guys next time. Hey everyone, being this is our last planned set of Gears of War 4 Horde Guides, I wanted to do what I can to ensure that these are accurate. For that reason, I'll be pinning a comment to each of the videos with 3 things. 1, a link to a Reddit thread discussing Horde. 2, a link to a forum thread discussing Horde. And 3, a list of updates based on feedback. So please, if you disagree with something or if you want to discuss anything further, please reach out to me in any of the 3 places above or on Twitter. We're normally pretty good about responding, and I'll do what I can to keep these pinned comments updated. Note that these may not all be live as soon as the videos go up, but I'll hopefully have them together within a week or 2. Thanks again to everyone who's watched these videos, and I look forward to experiencing Gears 5 with you all next year.